The Galactic Cultural Committee had been thoroughly unimpressed with Earth's historical archives. The aliens had reviewed centuries of human records, wars, and achievements. Their conclusion: human civilization was pedestrian, primitive, lacking the grand scope of truly advanced civilizations. Then they met Professor James Chen. He stood before the assembled aliens in the Cultural Exchange Center, holding a single historical map. The assembled beings, Valorians, Silicates, Tellurians, and a dozen other species, waited with polite disinterest. "You think human history is boring," James said flatly. "Let me tell you about one man who changed the world in 13 years. He activated the map. Central Asia, 1206 AD. His name was Temujin. He was born into poverty, betrayed repeatedly, enslaved, hunted for assassination. By every metric of his time, he should have been dead. Instead, he unified the fractured Mongol tribes and took the name Genghis Khan." James pulled up the next map. It showed expansion, slow at first, then catastrophic. Between 1206 and 1368, one man and his descendants conquered the largest contiguous land empire in human history. Larger than Rome. Larger than Alexander's empire. Larger than China itself. They controlled territory spanning from Korea to Hungary. From the Arctic to Persia. A Valerian leaned forward. Conquest through military superiority. Predictable. No, James smiled. Predictable would be boring. Listen to how they did it. He pulled up more maps, showing army movements. Genghis Khan had no superior weaponry. His troops were mounted archers using bows, technology that existed for thousands of years before him. What he had was something different: innovation in military strategy. James displayed the battle formations. He revolutionized cavalry tactics. Feigned retreats that trapped enemy armies. Psychological warfare, spreading rumors of invincibility to demoralize opponents before combat even started. He used speed and mobility to achieve victories against numerically superior forces. He pulled up the intelligence systems. He created the first sophisticated military intelligence network. Spies everywhere. Scout reports coordinated across thousands of kilometers. He knew enemy movements before enemies knew them themselves. He adapted tactics to specific terrain and opponents. The alien observers were actually paying attention now. One person, James continued, unified people who had been fighting each other for centuries. He established codes of law, the Yasa, that applied across all conquered territories. He didn't destroy cultures, he integrated them. This created an empire that could actually function. He showed the trade routes. The Mongol Empire created the Silk Road system that connected East and West for the first time. Knowledge flowed. Technology spread. Paper money, printing, gunpowder, mathematics, all moved between civilizations because of his military infrastructure. A Silicate being asked, how many soldiers did he command? His entire military force was perhaps 1 million at its peak, James replied. His opponents sometimes had armies of similar or greater size. But he defeated them through superior organization, strategy, and psychological insight. James pulled up the final maps, the empire at its height, then the division among his successors. "Here's what makes this truly extraordinary," James said. One man, starting with nothing but intelligence and determination, reshaped global politics. His empire lasted centuries after his death. The policies he established influenced nations that exist today. The trade routes he created connected entire continents. He looked at the aliens directly. He had no advanced technology. No superior biology. Just strategic brilliance, organizational genius, and the ability to inspire loyalty in people who previously hated each other. A Tellurian scholar stood up. This was one human. What about others? James smiled. There were thousands. Alexander conquered from Greece to India at age 32. Napoleon reshaped European politics through military strategy. Caesar built Rome into a superpower. Joan of Arc inspired a nation to victory despite having no military training. They all shaped civilizations without technology beyond human ingenuity. The aliens exchanged looks. We assumed humans lacked significance because your species has minimal technological superiority, a Valerian said slowly. But you're suggesting human significance comes from strategic thinking. From psychology. From organizational systems. Exactly, James nodded. Humanity's strength isn't in genetics or inherent power. It's in our ability to organize, to inspire, to strategize, to adapt to any situation. Genghis Khan proved that a single human mind, combined with determination and strategic brilliance, can reshape the entire world. The Galactic Cultural Committee suddenly understood why humans, despite their apparent weakness, had become galactic power players. Strategy and will could conquer empires. Always had.